Hi, I'm Tom Cobbin from Beryl and Watson Lawyers, and this is a short video on total and permanent disability or TPD benefits. I'm going to run through a few frequently asked questions in relation to TPD benefits and try and give you as much information about them as I can in the next few minutes. So I'm going to cover what does TPD stand for, what is a TPD benefit, who has TPD benefit insurance cover, who should claim a TPD benefit, how to claim a TPD benefit, what happens if the TPD benefit claim is accepted, and what impact will it have on my Centrelink benefits. I'm going to run through all those things. So first up, what does TPD stand for? Total and permanent disability. Total and permanent disability. It means something similar to what it sounds like. It means that you cease work due to illness or injury. You don't work for either 3 or 6 months. And at the end of that 3 or 6 month period, it looks like, in the insurer's opinion, based on the medical evidence, that you can never return to work that is within your education, training and experience, or in some cases, work that you could be retrained to do. So what is a TPD benefit? It's a lump sum insurance benefit, which is usually held in your superannuation. It's provided to superannuation fund members through a group policy of insurance. So the super fund goes and gets a group policy of insurance and it provides cover to most of its members who are super fund members. If any of those members become sick, unable to work and satisfy the definition I just spoke about before, they can then go ahead and make a claim to their super fund to be paid a benefit from the group insurance policy. It's a great way to provide insurance cover to lots of different people, and it can provide excellent disability insurance for people to help them get on with their life if they do have to cease working because of illness or injury. So who has TPD cover? So as I mentioned, most super fund members have it. Almost everyone who's a member of a super fund has a group policy of insurance which they are covered under and can claim on if they get crook. Other people can make arrangements individually. So they can go to their insurance broker, they can go to their super fund, they can speak to the insurance company directly, and they can get an insurance policy for total and permanent disability that way. Again, lump sum benefits. If accepted and the money's held in the super fund, it'll be the lump sum benefits paid into the super account, and then people can make a separate application to withdraw the super money early, or they can leave it in the account, or they can roll it into another super fund. So you've got some options. So who should claim a TPD benefit? Anyone who has ceased work early because of injury or illness should consider claiming a TPD benefit. The most important consideration is, do you have insurance cover in your super? And that's the first thing that you need to do. You need to check that. You got to check if you had cover when you last worked. And that's where we can come in. We can do a free super check, find out where your super is if you don't know, check with that super fund to see if you had any insurance when you last worked. And then if you like, we can help you make a claim. So how do I make a claim? Well, obviously, as I said, the first thing you've got to figure out whether you've got cover or not. And then you've got to consider whether or not your doctors will support that you are unlikely ever to return to work again that is within your education, training experience, or work that you could be retrained to do if that's what applies to you. We can help with that. We can give you some tips and ideas around the best way to bring a claim. And we can also make sure the claim is brought in a way that it's unlikely to be rejected. If you don't get the support of your treating doctors or the other doctors which you see, there's a good chance your claim will be rejected. And that's where we can give you some tips and similarly advocacy to help you through the process. So what happens if the claim's accepted? As I said, if the claim's accepted, the superannuation fund receives the lump sum insurance benefit on your behalf, and then there's a separate application to withdraw the money. And once you've got it, there's very little limitations on what you can do with the money. Most people use it to pay off debt, pay down mortgages, invest it, provide some financial security. Some leave it in the super fund, some withdraw it. Everyone's different. And that's because the amount of cover that everyone has is different. We've helped people claim insurance benefits that range from $10,000 to $2 or $3 million. So huge spectrum of the cover that people have, usually dependent on what age they are or what arrangements they've made. In any event, if the claim's accepted, you get some financial advice and you've got options, and you make sure that you exercise those options in your favour and your best interest. So the other question that we often get asked is about Centrelink. Will claiming a TPD benefit impact my Centrelink benefits? And the short answer is that for most people, the Centrelink consider the TPD benefit not to be income from their perspective. They look at it mostly as an asset. And so claiming the insurance benefit is unlikely to impact your Centrelink benefits. Particularly if you leave it in the super fund. You've got options around Centrelink and you get some advice and you work through it. But in the main, claiming a TPD benefit won't impact your Centrelink benefits. So if you've ceased work because of injury or illness and you want some advice about what superannuation TPD cover you've got or how to make a claim, get in touch. We'll give you that advice for free, and and we'll help you through the process. Thanks for listening.